Yes, much better, much better. Muy bueno, muy bueno. Roundup homies, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's going down? What's going down? Let's get right into this microphone. Much better, 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 better. Is that it? Okay. Roundup, I have missed you. I haven't talked to you. Man, it's been what? Just you and me? How long has it been? About 2 weeks? I gotta send that back. Roundup, greetings. What's going down? It is your boy. I'm back very briefly because I'm here to talk to you today about the state of the real estate market. The state of the real estate market. It has been an unbelievable month for your boy, for me, Sandrika. What's going down? It's good to see you. I want to talk to y'all quickly about the state of the real estate market. It's crazy. It's crazy. I know everybody. It's like, what's going to happen? Where's it going? Is it going down, up, sideways? So, in my mission to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship, I want to just kind of give you my take on what I see things. And I love business. I love real estate. I love being a business owner because you get to operate by the numbers. You get to look at numbers. Forget how you feel, your emotions, how you think about this. Well, I pontification. Well, I don't know that household. I don't do that. We look at the numbers, right? We look at the numbers. Okay. Smith, what's good? Listen, y'all. If anybody wants to join the channel, one of our members here. What's going on, Smith? Thank you for supporting the channel. There's a link below if you want to help to continue for us to bring you content. There's a link below just to join the channel. Be one of our members. You'll get your questions answered first. I get to bring you on like this. Say, what up, Smith? That's just going to cost you. It's a little something extra for busy entrepreneurs and professionals. Give you a little bit something extra. Get your questions answered first every time I go live because I care about you and I want you to get whatever you need to get done now so you can move on. Right, and it's cost you nothing but a large Starbucks coffee every month. Right, that's all. Just to ask you just to support the channel. So let's get into it. Let me do this here. A few mindset things I want to talk to you about. What I did realize listening to Claude Anderson. Two things I want to talk to you about before I get into the market. I am going to talk about the market. I'm going to talk about some stats here. Let's see, we got some stats. And I guess I'll go ahead and get into stats now because that's what this video is for, right? Stats, statistics. I know you want to see that stuff. So I'm going to mix in a little bit of mindset stuff along with the market because I need to bring you over. I need to bring you over. I really feel like the dollar is losing value. The American dollar is losing value. And I think you need to get your hands on as many dollars as you can. I just did my tax returns. I had to write a check for $50,000 today. I'm like, I'm writing a check for actually 70 something thousand. I just cannot believe the amount of capital that goes through our hands on a daily basis, right? Me, you, people in general. So I'm going to talk about some mindset stuff. I'm going to talk to you about, I did an Instagram this morning about being a guest in this country, the business owners. I'm going to talk to you about an invisible social construct. Like sometimes I just feel it on my neck. I'm like, I'm doing okay. Got a bunch of real estate, passive income, beautiful family. Don't worry about money problems. I still feel pressure on my neck. On my neck. That's because there's a social construct that has been created for people like me. So I'm going to get into that a little bit too. But let's look at our first stat here: the state of the real estate market. Where are we going? So this is in Hampton Roads, where I'm at. But I'm telling you, this is indicative around the country because I do a lot of traveling. Okay, so market summary: active listings down 8%, settled sales 5% up, new construction down. Right, down. What does new construction down mean? That means builders are building less houses. That doesn't mean that they're selling for less. That just means that they can't get the land to build new houses, which is good for you and I, right? You and me. So median sales price up 6%. It's been going up. I mean, what is that? $20,000 more from year to year. I mean, I've seen it 30,000 over the last few months. So this is crazy. These numbers are just crazy. So settled sales up, active listings down because people are still not listing their houses like they used to. So I know a lot of us are thinking, well, market's slowing down. I'll show you the numbers right there. 10% less than last year are deciding to list their houses. I'm going to save the most intriguing and most impactful graphic for last. It's going to blow your mind. So here's another stat. Take me out of here. Y'all don't need to see me. Zoom in on this thing. I zoom in. There we go. Boom. Make it full screen. Can I make it full screen? Get that out of there. How is that doing that? Anyway, so HUD estimated median household income 82,000. 82,000. That's the household income, y'all. If this doesn't concern you, I don't know what does. Now, don't forget household income. That means that ma and pa are making 40,000. Now, after taxes, I don't know what that is, but here's the big boom right here, 2008. Prices at 238,000, then the crash right there. But look at this. Median sales price of settled sales, residential only. It's just going through the roof. The line is vertical. Look at this, straight up. Straight up. Settled sales way up, $250,000 median price. Line is vertical. Now this is September. 14, 15, 19, 20. This is going up and up and up. Okay. 2020. So we got average days on market. Still, we're at 38 days and falling. Average days on market. Oh, sorry. Let me zoom this in for you. Average days on market into 2020. Down, down, down. This is September. Residential only from 2000 to 2020. So days on market, you can always see where that the boom was, 2008 right here. Up, 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 up. Days on market, down. The red here is median list price going up. Median sales price is going vertical. It's going vertical. Let me zoom in one. I just look at numbers. I love data. I love the data. It cannot lie. The last time we had a vertical move like this, 2003, look at this vertical. Straight up, right? And then we got another vertical right here. Went down, crashed, 2008, boom, down, back up, 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 up. It's just bananas. Right? It's bananas. Now, I want you guys to know that this market, this is the Hampton Roads market. But still, you can kind of see, based on here, we just follow the national market. I don't think we're anything different than anybody. And what I found out today, you got to stop saying finding real estate deals is hard. Finding real estate deals is hard. I'm here to tell you. I talked to 3 investors between today and yesterday, right? Every one of them says, Chris, it's hard finding deals. It's hard finding these deals. The more you say it's hard to find real estate deals, the more it's going to be hard. The more it's going to be hard. The more you say, you know what, I just can't find a deal. You're sending out these wavelengths and these signals and this perspective and these ideas. Ideas are powerful. They're powerful. The more you say it's hard to find a real estate deal, you're telling the universe, well, you know, maybe it is hard. Maybe it is hard, but let me give you a reminder. I know you've probably been in the business longer than me, but it's good to be reminded from time to time. Every single day of the year, one of these is happening. Somebody's dying. God rest their soul. Somebody is losing their job. Somebody's job is getting transferred. Somebody's on drugs, losing a property. Somebody's going to jail, right? Somebody wants to relocate to Florida or to another state. Relocation. I promise you, these are social issues, not necessarily regional issues. This stuff happens from coast to coast. I don't care if you're in Virginia to Cali to New York to Texas to Florida. Social issues. People are dying every day. People are deciding to stop making their mortgage payments every day. So you just have to get in a position to be able to get those particular motivated sellers to call you and contact you, or you contact them. I'm sick and tired of hearing, and I've been guilty myself, it's hard to find real estate deals. I'm telling you, there are closings happening every day. They're happening every day. You just have to be the one that's getting in between them. Now, how do we do that? At this moment, we use pay per click. It ain't cheap. Spending just thousands of dollars a month, but it's not cheap. However, if you're willing to put the time in, you don't have to use the internet. I just feel like the internet right now is the best way to locate motivated sellers because people can go right on their phone and send you their information. They can send you their information right on the internet. So the next time you say, you know what, it's hard finding a good real estate deal, just remind yourself people are dying every day. People are getting new jobs every day, have to be transferred, job transfer. They're getting sick. They have to sell a house. They're going to jail. They're using drugs. All that stuff is social issues. There's social issues. So remind yourself, I have to do it too. Being a successful entrepreneur, you gotta remind yourself every day. Oh, I'm gonna tell you, I do. And I don't know about you. I have to remind myself every day that Chris, you are a real estate professional. This is what you do. This is who you are. Okay. And I've been doing this since 2004. And I still have to remind myself, Chris, this is what we do. Real estate investors do. And I got a deal here too for somebody. If anybody's looking to buy a deal in Hampton Roads, Virginia, let me show you this. Just hot off the press. It's a townhouse. I forgot to do this. Two things I got to show you while we're talking about the market. It's a townhouse. Just email us or send us a message for the address. Is right here in Virginia Beach. We're looking for 160 for this. It's probably worth 250. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhouse in Virginia Beach. I forgot. I'm hijacking y'all on this. Sorry about that. I got to kidnap you a little bit. Let's see if I can zoom in on these pictures. So it needs a full reno. Look, I guess I can't zoom in. That's downstairs. That's the first floor. Second floor. Oh, yeah, that's the second floor going upstairs to the bedrooms. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse in Virginia Beach. Purchase price is going to be 150. I'm sorry, 160. Sorry about that. So this is something we have for sale. If you're interested in buying a house, buying a reno, it's got about 90 in it. It's worth 240 to 250. You can email me, chris@chrishaskins.com. This is my partner here. One second, y'all. Brown. Mhm. Yeah. They went up. Same house. Okay. All right, let's do that one then as opposed to the other one. Okay. Yep. Ah. So we're selling this house Roundup. If you need a flip in the Hampton Roads, this is Virginia Beach. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhouse. It's gonna need there's a basic renovation, right? That's the primary bedroom, primary bathroom. That's the communal bathroom there. That's a little room over the garage there. Needs carpet. And central heating and air is good. Roofing's good. Windows good. The man has a dumpster in the front. I don't know what that is. So if you need a property to flip, that's when we're going to be wholesaling. Okay, we're going to wholesale that. I'm not. You very rarely see me wholesale, but I'm telling you, we have so many houses right now. I don't even want to keep them all. And I know everybody says the market's high. Everybody's overpaid. It's all about where you're looking. It's where you're looking. And Roundup, you know I love you. I don't want to see anybody out there think that this is so. It is challenging to be an entrepreneur and a real estate investor, but the more you say how hard it is, all you're doing is making your beliefs real. So don't say finding deals is hard. All right, we're not going to say that anymore. Let's move on. State of the real estate market. Next, let's look at the median household sale, the median price. Let me see. Price ranges for active and pending are sorted based on list price. Sold is sorted based on price closed. All right. So this is just the number of houses that are selling. And I used to play in 150. Now I'm playing in 250 to 400. So the most people are buying anywhere between 250 and 300. That's where people are buying right now. All right. Hampton Roads average days on the market. Look at this, 27 days on the market. Hold up, I thought that was back here. Look back. Days on market. That was in the 2020. So let's do September. Here we are, September 21. Today we're talking about the state. If you're just joining me, we're talking about the state of the real estate market. The state of the real estate market. Okay, so average days on market, 27 days. It's so crazy. We listed a house the other day, right? My business partner calls me, says, a week goes by, we only had 3 showings. He's concerned that we that something's going on. Why isn't the house sold? And I'm telling him, I'm like, Ron, we listed the house a week ago, dog. I mean, a healthy market is 6 months. It takes 6 months to sell a house, a healthy market. So we're selling them in 2 weeks. I mean, that's not average. That's not standard, right? A healthy market is 6 months. So you can see here, average days on market, 27 days. That means you get it and it's sold quickly. I mean, it's sold quickly. What else here? Active listings. Here's the big boy here. This is what I wanted to share with you. This is what excites me. This is what I wanted to say for last. Look at that. I mean, can you just anytime you see anything way up here and then you see something way down here, you know you're in for a treat. Okay. Oh man, you are in for such a treat. Why can't I get this full screen? If anybody knows how I can get this full screen, please let me know. Is it right here? Fit the page? No, that ain't it. So, what is this? What is this, y'all? State of the real estate market. So, these are the total number of active residential listings for each month for the entire MLS, right? So let's just look back in 2014. We're up here. We're at 12,000 something listings. Look at this. I don't want you to kick this. This is the bigger. This is the kicker. This is why you signed up today for the state of the market. 12,000 active listings. Now you can see 2014. This is how real estate goes, up and down. Real estate is cyclical, right? Goes up and down. And check this out. 2014, 15, about the same. 16, you can see inventory drop, 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 drop. But it's every year it goes down in the wintertime, December. I don't know why, just holidays. Less people buying houses. But follow me, y'all. You see, we're creeping down, creeping down, creeping down. But let's see when coronavirus hit. Coronavirus hit, what, the beginning of 20? Let's say March. So here we are. January 20. Down, 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 down. All right. So it starts to pick up a little bit. May, this few months ago, May 2021. Up, up, up. Now it looks like we've already hit our high. Let's see what month we usually hit our high based on this graph here. Let's look down. That is hit our high on June. Hit our high. June. Hit our high here. June. Okay, so it looks like in June is when it's the same. It's just numbers. That's why I love. In June is when we get to the high. Period. That's how it works. So we got June. You can see June here. We're at the top. June here at the top. June 2016, 17, 18, 19. June is when we hit. Okay. So let's fast forward to June 2021. Now we didn't hit it in exactly June, but it looks like we hit the top in June 2020, in July in 2021. Can y'all see that? So we've already peaked on the maximum amount of houses that are on the market. This is Tidewater, Hampton Roads. But once again, this is Hampton Roads follows the national trends. Okay. I don't want you to think I'm in a bubble or you're in a bubble, unless you're in LA or New York, Manhattan, or something like that. So we hit the top in July. So based on history, right? Where are we headed? Based on every one of these since the beginning, or I don't know, for the last 7 years, after we hit the top, boom, down. So down, down. Based on history, which generally speaking, markets move the same, there's going to be less inventory over the next few months, right? And that's in an already drought of inventory. Look, usually we're somewhere up here. Dude, they had 3,000 houses for sale. 3,000 houses. That's 4 times the amount. 4 times less. Look at this up here. I mean, our average market is somewhere way up here. I mean, there's no inventory going around. Nothing to be sold. Nothing. So people think, well, this has happened, this is happening, or that is happening. Real estate Roundup homies, my Roundup fam. If there's no inventory to go around, what does that do to the price, or let's just say demand, right? If there's no supply, what does that do to the demand? It's real simple. Very simple economics. We all understand supply and demand, right? We all understand it. I just want you to see there are no houses available. 3,000 houses over the entire MLS system, where it's usually 10 to 12,000. I mean, come on. So you can deduce what you know is coming, right? So we've already hit the top. So now we're going down because of wintertime and the holidays. So if you have a house, you're flipping a house, no better time than to continue on with the market. If you think it's hard to find one, I'm going to tell you it's not necessarily hard to find these people. You got to just either pay for it or do a lot of legwork. The secret to real estate is looking at a lot of leads. That is the secret, that there is no secret. Derek, what you got, man? What do you like better, lease options or Section 8 for investing? Good question, Derek. It doesn't matter to me. I got Section 8. I got lease options. I would have to say, actually, I think I would like lease. I like lease options a little bit better because I get a large down payment when they move in and they don't call for anything. I don't have to do any repairs. Section 8, with Section 8, I do get my rent, but I have to fix stuff up. But so I'd have to say out of 10, let's say out of 100%, I like to say 68% lease option, 32% Section 8. How about that, Derek? So round up the state of the market. Look at that. Houses, still not a lot of houses going around. So that means the prices are still going to remain steady. Now, don't forget, you should have sexy product. You're not going to just throw any type of garbage product on the market. You need to have quality product where you've done the work in A plus workman-like fashion, right? You want to do it right. Don't give people trash. Don't do that. Don't do that. So when you're out there looking, and there's a sense for me too. I have this sense like, I wonder where the market's going. I always divert back to the numbers. I go back to the numbers and say, well, how many houses are listed, Chris? Boom, it's right there. Very few. Very few. You can see it right on the numbers. There are very few houses that are listed. These numbers are down. They're way down low. So there is still enough time, in my opinion, for you to not only get your first house or at least do another flip. Right? You can get it, fix it up, get it back on the market. There's just no competition. Ain't no competition for you, like Mary J. There's no competition. With 4,000 houses out there, all you have to do is do a house that's in halfway decent shape. And we have an advantage because we are investors. Our houses are going to be vacant. Our houses are vacant, not like mom and pa, where they have to leave the house, clean it up, and then somebody has to come in. We don't even have to deal with COVID protocols because the house is empty. There's nobody even in the house. Okay. So listen, that's the state of the market. And I want to talk to you very quickly about some mindset stuff. If you think finding deals is going to be hard, it will be. I had a question there. Fritz Pascal, what do I think about real estate in Danville? I don't know. I heard you guys have what is it, a casino coming or something like that. I think real estate anywhere is going to do well, my friend. I think real estate is going to do well anywhere. Let's see. I wanted to talk to you about mindset thing. What I learned, I remember when I first started working, I got my first job at the foundry, right? Marcus, how do we find this graph? I can put it on. How about I download it? I put it in the video description so y'all can have it there. I want to talk to you about your culture, your work culture. When I started working back in 1993, I guess I got my first, not first, but I got a summer job. My dad had me working at the foundry. When I first started, my foreman gave me a task to do, and I went out to do this job. I did it very quickly, right? Did another job. I did it quickly. I'm like, okay. Then as I was working, one of the men that were there came to me and said, "Hey, young man, what are you doing? Why are you working so fast? You might need to slow that up a little bit. That's not how we do it around here. You need to slow up." Then I had another man come to me. Yeah, hey, you need to slow down a little bit. This is my first, well, not first job. This is my summer job before I went to college. I want to talk to you about your work culture and why I think our culture, our society is eroding. I'm going to get to that. So what happened was These men were telling me, Chris, you need to slow down while you're working so you can stretch the job out a little bit because once you get done with this job, somebody else is you're the boss man is going to give you something else to do. So if you finish job A, then he's going to give you job B to do. And it didn't resonate with me, but I understood. So I started to drag out my jobs. I remember I had to weed eat some of the weeds around the foundry. And the foundry is a very stinky, nasty building. They make cast iron. They make cast for cars, pouring in molten metal and just dust everywhere. So I was in charge of cleaning all the dust up, coming home every day, blowing out black soot out of my nose, taking a shower. My skin had all that stuff. Poor God rest all the people that got sick from working in this foundry. So the men told me I needed to slow down while I was working, right? And I think this is a big part of our culture and society today. And I think it is eroding our drive, right? So in order for us to drag out that job, we had to move slower. So the men told me, Chris, slow down. You need to slow down. Because as soon as you get done with that job, boss man got to give you something else to do. So if you slow down, then perhaps then if you don't finish that job, then you can make more money because you can do another job tomorrow, another task. And I'm like, you know what? This really makes sense. That makes sense to me. Let me slow down a little bit. So what I've learned is that this is the culture in a lot of our jobs today, a lot of our industries. Slow down a little bit to make more money, milk the clock, as they say. But let me tell you what I have learned. If you think you're going to be a successful full-time entrepreneur, I promise you, slowing down is not going to be the answer. Matter of fact, I'm going to be as so bold to say you will never become a successful entrepreneur if you're trying to slow down jobs. Let me tell you what an entrepreneur has to do. I every day am looking for new jobs to take on. Matter of fact, I have to hire people to do jobs now because I have to look for other jobs to take on being an entrepreneur. So they wanted me to slow down. Chris, oh man, you need to slow down some. You need to slow that down, young buck, young boy, young man. When I was starting out at 16, 17, you need to slow down, young boy, young buck. That's what they call you. Don't finish the job too fast. Then you won't have anything to do. You need to slow that down. So I'm telling you this, Roundup, if you are plagued or you might not even recognize yourself falling into this culture because I didn't. The old guys just came up to me and I'm looking at them like, man, these dudes going to be here for 20, 30 years. Not me. I ain't going to be here, right? That's crazy. I'm trying to think about, I don't want to be here. So they told me to slow down. I'm like, why in the hell would I slow down when we need to get stuff done? Let's get it done. So being an entrepreneur, speed, speed is your friend, not your enemy. Working a job, speed sometimes can be your enemy, especially when you're dealing with career people that want to kind of keep status quo, keep things going how they have been going. I just remember and I didn't think about this. It hit me when I was driving to the gym this morning. I remember these old guys pulling me to the side. You need to slow down, young man. Like, why am I slowing down? I mean, why do I want to slow down? Drag out the clock. You don't want to get another job. You don't want to get told something else to do. Once you finish that job, Chris, then you got to go do something else. Like that's how, in reality, it is backwards. It is counterintuitive if you want to be an entrepreneur. It will not work. If you drag things out, a lot of times clients call me, they're looking at a house. You've been looking at this house for the last 2 hours, turns into 4 hours, turns into 2 days. I'm like, evaluate the numbers, look at the repairs. What does he owe? What is it worth? Period. That's all we need to know. That's it. You're looking at it. Well, is it this? I don't know that. How big is the bedroom? How big is the kitchen? Just evaluate it and get over with. Get it over with. Speed. Patience, Ron LeGrand told me, patience is a liability. So speed, y'all, speed. I don't want you to fall into the trap that there's a certain culture in our society that says slow jobs down. What is your work ethic? I want to know. Comment. What is your work ethic? And I'm not saying you got to be out there doing all things super fast, but get the task done so you can move on to the next thing. My family is, and I'm telling you, it's challenging in the Haskins household. It's challenging. I'm gonna be transparent with you. My kids think that they can do one thing. Oh, we're done. We're done. I'm like, yo, it's always something that needs to be done. Always, always, always. Once you get done with one video, my daughter, you can do another video. Instagram needs videos here. We need clips done there. We got, YouTube editing to do. My little daughter, she did 1 bracelet. Okay, well, how about let's do 5 bracelets? It's always something that needs to be done. So I don't want that work culture to plague the Haskins household. So I have to, man, I'm telling y'all, it's no joke. I have to make sure my family stays on point because that culture, no doubt, lives in our school systems, dragging it out, right? And God bless our teachers that are doing the best jobs they can. But that culture, they see it everywhere. Walmart, go shopping, Target, restaurants, stores they go into, malls, clothing stores, JCPenney, people dragging it out. And I know you're not going to do that Roundup because you're here with me today, right? We're not going to let that work culture plague our personality and our mindset, right? So that's all I got for y'all, man. I was thinking this morning, where did that culture come from? Who created this culture? It will keep you locked in to being a worker for the rest of your life, and I don't want that for you. Why is the market down? Who was that? Who asked that? Why is the market? It's not down. It's just there's not enough inventory. Not enough people are selling. Barry, good question. This is the total number of active residential listings. Okay, so we're just saying that the listings are down, which is can be interpreted as not a lot of people are selling their property, which is good for us because we want to sell. Right, Coach. What up, Marcus? How you doing, my friend? Where do we find that graph? I'll put it in the video description. You can't find it. You have to get it from your realtor or broker. Barry, what made me get into real estate? Well, I retired from the music industry. I went broke and I learned that I needed to have, see, I'm not that good, Barry. I don't consider myself like one of these super entrepreneurs. I needed to have, oh, sorry, Barry, I needed to have something else that was better than me. And I learned that having assets that go up in value and throw off cash every month, that's better than me. They can do way more than I can do. And Lonnie Scruggs told me, Chris, your money can work. He said 10 times harder than you can, but I'm going to say infinitely harder than you can. Your money can go out and make way more money than you, but you got to live off your money's children. Got to live off your money's children. Wig, hey, what would I do if I were a first-time property buyer who has $50,000 to spend towards real estate and a 750 credit score? Wig, that is a loaded question. However, I would obviously I want you to be a homeowner. I don't want you to rent, but I don't know if I want you to pay top dollar right now, right? So if you can get something with some equity, I would do that. But yeah, I think it's time for you to go get a house, my friend. Absolutely. I would definitely get a house if I were you. What's up, Al? What you should do, man, I can't answer that one. I don't want to give too much advice on that because I don't know what your future plans. You might be moving in the near future, right? You might be getting married, having kids. So much stuff to talk about on that, but I got to stay away from that one. But it's always a good time to buy a house. And look right here, Roundup. If you do head over to Chris Property Data, that is how we pull our comps. That is where you get all this data from. That is where you're going to see mortgage information, liens, HOA liens, child support liens, judgments, divorce, bankruptcy, all that stuff. Chris Property Data is where you're going to go to get all your data. Data wins. I'm a data junkie. Yo, look at this. It's all data. Data over here. Data. Okay, where's the market going? What are we doing? How much do they owe? Chris Property Data is a discount for PropStream that I have negotiated for you. Yes, they do give me a small referral fee, but it works. We're in business to make money. So if you go right there, chrispropertydata.com, you're going to be able to pull, you can even do skip tracing there. That's how we do skip tracing. All right. Head on over there. You get a discount too. Why is it down? What's up, Barry? Take a heat. Rain. Why are we selling our rental property? Get our equity while you can. Oh, yeah, it's gonna plummet. I don't believe in selling. Maybe now probably be the only time that I would sell. Yeah. Marcus, how was the Bunnymore conference? Very well. Yeah, it was good. It's happening tonight too. The challenge. It's tonight at 8:00. I went up there. I was with what was it, Lance in Newark, New Jersey. Joshua, we need to ask, why are people not selling? The questions buyers should be asking: why should I buy in a market where people don't want to sell? That's a good point, my friend. Good point, Joshua. Greg, hey, I dealt with the same thing on a job. I just couldn't understand why they thought getting another job was a bad thing. We did come to work, right? Keyword work. Real work. You know what, Greg? That's a good point. Real work is a lost skill in our culture. That's a good point. Just like listening is a lost art form. Got the hustle. Nataz. Hey, Smith, what up? When you use prop stream, what do you look for pre-foreclosure or foreclosures? Pre-foreclosures, my friend. Pre-foreclosures. Just click the button right there, you'll see it. But there's a whole lot of stacking you can do, like pre-foreclosure, out of state, certain age. You can do those stacks, and that's going to be in filters, Smith, and go to your filters, okay? So let me go over here to the bank. I got to go loan the guy some money. He's going to be paying a note off. But Roundup, subscribe to the channel. You know I love you. If I've helped you at all, I haven't talked to you tonight. I got my boy Gene coming on. He's going to be talking about how he made 30,000 on his pre-foreclosure. I want to know how he found it, how he negotiated the deal, where did he get the money from? Because he didn't use his. So Gene is out in Iowa, and he's got a conference coming up too. He's going to tell you about. So that's tonight at 7:30. Like this content, share with anybody else that wants to know about real estate. It's booming, y'all. And stop saying finding real estate deals is hard. Don't say that anymore. Yes, it can be challenging. Let's just say finding real estate deals takes effort. Let's do that, because it takes money or effort. Right now, I'm in a stage of my life where I don't have any more effort. I've exerted effort since 2001, right? Being an entrepreneur. Now, I would rather write a check, get my leads, and I'm done. I want to just pay for leads, boom, and it's over. All right. Roundup, it's Chris Haskins. I'll see you tonight at 7:30. Come back on at 7:30 and go get your prop stream. There's the link right there. All right. Peace.